It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight, we're on to week 2 in the NFL season. We got a good one on tap, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll bring a tight end in motion left.
Go ahead.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They've certainly had their struggles against the run at the 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run. That's something that they have to work on and reverse a little bit. Make sure you play the run on your way back to the quarterback.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Report.
Throwing is Jackson. And this one's incomplete. This defense for the Vikings, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Waddle, the motion man right. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
13.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now the 4th-year man, it's Cam Akers. He'll get this down to the 48-yard line.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's Herbert. And that's incomplete. You look at this Eagle defense. They're a unit that others play way down number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
There wasn't nothing wrong with them on that play, was there? They were able to make a nice stop, held them to no gain. The key to their defense, though, is exactly what the defense coordinator told you and I. They've got to be consistent.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Herbert off of play action. And it's incomplete. Took a shot. Couldn't connect.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
But it certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. This now a 3rd and 4. Here's Jackson. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Jalen Carter in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
The 2nd down and 10 there, knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand. It's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure already in the first quarter. They sacked him once, now they're getting there and knocked another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Well, they'll work with 4 receivers here on 3rd down and long. Herbert now. This one is incomplete.
Because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Losers in the season opener on Sunday, they get that quick turnaround 96 hours later. Here we go. They're back at it. And I've got to think, especially early in the year, oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Big strides. Look at him go. Touchdown. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Eagles put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point on McPherson. That's the score, 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
If you're playing strong safety, you're a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it.
That was not a real confident throw right there. He's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Watkins in motion left. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Vikings. Quez Watkins, 53 yards. And the Vikings are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
To throw is Jackson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Troy Hill picks it, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense, they get their first interception of the game, and since they were in plus territory, didn't have too terribly far to go, but they take it all the way into the end zone.
And you intercepted in that close, you're automatically thinking 6 points the other way, but what I like most about it was how the defense rallied, got up on their blocks, and didn't commit any penalties as well.
The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it as we resume action. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick six. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Pacheco headed right. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on 2nd and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
And that flag accepted.
See the replay?
Jack.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Duvernay in motion. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
A give up the middle to Akers. And a pretty quick burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On the give, this is Akers. And he's going to take this close to the 1st down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 37. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. 1st level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Working free to drop it for the sack there was Amari Barno.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time. It's going to lead to 3rd down.
Normally being a big body receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 19. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. A give, running right is Akers. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Herbert. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Trying to get into his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but it's again unable to successfully complete it. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
In search of 8 yards on third down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. Now it's Herbert. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Dalton Kincaid with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Now it's Jackson. Got his man, Okonkwo. No gain on the play. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
No gain on the play. It's now third.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's third and a few inches. Here's Jackson to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now on to punt.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now a first down throw complete downfield. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 33 yards that time.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Herbert on first down now. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And now they're in the hurry-up.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 37-yard line.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. The Vikings got a signal for their first of their timeouts, as the clock stopped at 37 seconds to play in this first half. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Herbert on third down now. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this one dropped in the end zone. Touchdown, but not to be, and now it's fourth down. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He'll get this to the rookie, Jonathan Mingo. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On second down, here's Herbert. He completes this one to Mingo. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 14. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. This one out quickly to Watkins. Touchdown! Quez Watkins with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Eagles 7.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it.
25-yard line.
We are in it to win it.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Throw left side, there's London. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now it's Jackson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
And Jackson throwing once more. Over the middle, caught by London. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
8 more yards. That's another Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
Now Jackson on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Just get it in the pocket. Come on.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Let's go. Hurry up, fellas. Hurry up. Come on, guys.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
No, we change it. Middle.
Jackson will throw again. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A give right side for Pacheco. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. Jalen Carter working his way back behind the line of scrimmage and dropping him for a loss. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Now Lamar changing the look. Duvernay in motion. Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown. Duvernay. His second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles get a bit closer. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, those types of goals, all have those types of thoughts. And they just have to see how the season unfolds and they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Herbert now. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
This certainly feels like complimentary football to me, partner, because the momentum from the team's touchdown drive looks like it's made its way over to the defense. They're working together in tandem now. Offense gets in the end zone. Defense with a big sack on the first play of the following drive.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, we'll get ready for third down. Let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive. That threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ballgame as it's intercepted. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line.
Intercepted. Sets up a 1st down and goal at the 6-yard line.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run here with Pacheco. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the Vikings 6-yard line.
Throwing is Jackson. Touchdown, Eagles! From 6 yards away. And the Eagles are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point on McPherson. That's 7 now, 28-21. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
First down, Minnesota.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And his throw here is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Second and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Herbert. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for Minnesota. 54 yards.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one on to the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. In motion left is Watkins. They'll run here with Akers. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Cam Akers, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Vikings are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
35, Eagles 21.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Come on, boys. Let's pound the rock.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 47.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
13.
Jackson from the shotgun steps away. Just a crazy throw there, and it's intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick. And the Vikings will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Throw left side to Kincaid. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now Herbert going to shift his guys around. They go play action here on first down. This taken in by Kincaid. He is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down.
First down, Minnesota.
On the handoff, it's Akers. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 66 yards rushing for him now to this point. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips. They're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and...
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Cam Akers with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Eagles 21.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it.
25-yard line.
That's how it's done.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
He'll let this go deep for Waddle. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it, and the Vikings are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Going deep here for Watkins. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Vikings. Quez Watkins, 61 yards. And the Vikings up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
49. Eagles 21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On second down, here's Jackson. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. That's just his second catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Yo. Report.
They go play action with Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Hey, Ozzy, shut up. Hands up. You. Hey, Ozzy, shut up. You. Shut up.
Here's Jackson to throw. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
That's another Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
To throw again is Jackson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Marcus Jones picks it. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Inside the 20. But such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Now it's Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
13.
They go play action now. Jackson. And oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. It's C.J. Henderson picking it up. And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
But with the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Minnesota, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles,